The presence process is a procedure that enables us to go back to the causal point of our current experience. So living in time really is, we have this thing of people say, okay, I'm not going to live in time anymore. I'm going to take my watch off because I'm not living in time anymore. And that's not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about is when a person, say, let's take an ordinary example of someone getting upset. Something happens in their day and they get deeply upset. And when they're getting upset, there's three things going on. There's a physical experience, a physical circumstance that's upsetting them. There's a story they're telling themselves. And then there's a feeling that is deeply uncomfortable to them that is actually what's causing them to be upset, whether they realize it or not. And what living in time is becoming aware that that feeling that's coming up during the upset has got nothing to do with what's happening now. It's an imprinted experience from the first 7 years of our entry into this lifetime. It's an emotional imprint from that time period. So living in time really is when my behavior now is being governed by something from the past, which is causing me to project into the future. So that's really what living in time is about. And what the presence process enables us to do is to go back to that causal point, to journey back to that 7-year period and unhook ourselves from that particular incident or, whatever it is. So living in time has got nothing to do with a watch. It's got to do with being triggered by an awareness of things that happened to us in those first 7 years of our life. Whenever we get upset or a lot of the discomforts that we enter are really things that have already happened, and they really are memories. When most people get upset or enter states of discomfort, really what's happening is they're entering a memory. And it's very hard for us to see that until we're shown what a memory is. In this work, a memory isn't what did I have for lunch yesterday. A memory is an emotional signature that was imprinted in us and in childhood coming into our awareness in this moment, but we don't know that or we don't realize that. And so what we do is we tell ourselves a story and we look at the reflection of that memory in the events around us, and we think it's the events or we think we can figure it out through the story. But actually it's an emotion. It's actually a felt signature, a felt aspect of our experience. So the memory itself is a feeling. It's not even a mental concept, and it's not even the physical circumstance around us, although it's clearly reflected in it.